I was going through some old photos and I came across this video from when I was teaching pottery, and it reminded me that when I first began, the use of video was not really possible, but then over time, throughout the 20 years, it became such an important part of helping people learn to throw on the wheel because seeing the process over and over again is super valuable. So the option to put things on a loop was a novel invention in these days. And so I just love this video because you get to see my first attempts at really showing people how to make good cylinders, what good technique looked like, and then also trying to be creative with the camera and the shots, which was a real challenge. So it's really nostalgic for me to see where my technique was and what kind of effort I was putting into making these videos. Nice little edit, a little a little fade there. This is good. This is all really good technique. Using that sponge to press in at the bottom, avoid kind of grinding the finger down, and it also loads up the pull so that there is kind of a lump of clay above your finger, which is super important to make good cylinders, is to have that clay loaded up using the inside finger to push out and the outside finger to push up is probably, aside from being on center, the most important part of throwing on the wheel is your ability to move the clay up. And to do that, you have to press in at the wheel head. You can even see here on this pole, there is a bit of a tree trunk where it flares out at the bottom. And the first move is to push in with the outside finger and out with the inside finger. You can pause there and then move your way up the cylinder. It makes a huge difference in terms of the overall thickness of the walls and your ability to move the clay so that it is as thin as possible. Once you're at height, it's a blank piece of paper, right? So in this case, I think I'm going to just work on a plain cylinder, no flare, no shape, no design. But that was really the focus in the high school where I was working, is to make straight, good cylinders that are useful. Utility is the first metric of beauty. It has to work well if you intend it to be a functional piece. Getting that water out, good idea. Oh, this is one of my favorite techniques, is just to cut apart a old trash sack into little strips and to use that to polish the lip. Kind of looking back, I would say this cylinder is decent. It's pretty thick. The lip is very thick, and I would, in hindsight, wish that to be thinner. But, for teaching high school students, this would be a great place to begin. Good thickness on the bottom allows for a nice thick foot rim. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video.